Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. We've got some NBA action for you coming up. I'm Kevin Harlan. Joining me courtside tonight, Greg Anthony and Tim Legler. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Lewis is out there with Paul George. Then it's Daniels. Then there's Jermaine O'Neal. And it's Granger in at the 3. And for New York, we've got Free. Quentin Richardson's out there with Jalen Johnson. Then it's Jalen Brunson. And it's Jones in at the center. Look at this. Paul George and Mel Daniels on the same squad. Both had great seasons for the Pacers.
And Kevin, remember Mel Daniels, of course, playing for the Pacers when they were in the ABA. Same team, same organization, but a different period of time. And I am excited to see this duo.
Oh, I am too. I was wondering if you were going to bring that up. Well done, partner. Well done.
Sometimes you play 2K and you get a history lesson. I don't make the rules. That's a high percentage look when the D doesn't fight over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Now here's Granger. Daniels sets a screen for George. Nailed from three-point land.
That last three must have bothered George a little bit. He goes to the arc with a purpose and fires off his answer.
Here's Brunson. Takes the 3. And it's Daniels with the rebound. Here's the break. And O'Neal with the basket on the assist by Granger.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
And they are showing you why it's so important to get off the floor before the defense can set themselves.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
And Brunson more than comfortable shooting the 3. And boy, is he efficient when he lets it fly.
Granger outside. And Indiana, another 3.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from range.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Drains the 3-pointer.
The competitive spirit of Brunson shining through. He just had to answer that last shot.
Lewis kicks to Granger. His 3-pointer's off the mark. And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. And Brunson gets it to go.
Bottom line, you need shooters on your team who can space the floor.
Yeah, that's how you create that spacing, and that will open up a lot of options offensively.
The shot's good from Granger.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
Brunson surveying the D. No good from outside. Indiana trails by 5. Oh, Daniels in position. That one no good. That's to Free. And Brunson has it in the corner. Sinks the triple. Brunson's got 15.
And in the past few years, Brunson's percentages from the corner has been outstanding, well above league average.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. McGinnis is checked in for Indiana. Halliburton comes in for Lewis.
Into the lineup for Indiana, George McGinnis.
There's 1:38 left in the first quarter. O'Neal finds Halliburton. Indiana moving the ball around. And Jones sends it back.
Yeah, when you go to the rim, you better bring it or it's going to get rejected.
Here's O'Neal. Halliburton outside.
Some hard-nosed defense from Brunson. He will just stay connected defensively.
Here's Johnson. From downtown. It's rebounded by Indiana.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
Back to George. Halliburton outside. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Free. Still yet to score. Good on the 3-point shot.
Yeah, they built up this lead 3 points at a time.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
Now, here is George. 11-point game. Pass to O'Neal. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And this is where O'Neal goes to work. The closer he's to the rim, the more dangerous he becomes.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. Richardson finds Jones. Rebound by Ron Artest. At the top of the key, Halliburton. That's in, coming off the assist from O'Neal.
Oh, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
And so it's New York with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for New York.
Absolutely dialed in from beyond the arc so far in this one. The defense is surrendering the long-range shot here early on.
Well, from the start, they've been making quality passes offensively, and that is reflected in their assist number.
They've got Richardson free out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's Jones. And it's Johnson in at the power forward position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Boosie. And they get it back. Lets the 3 fly. Indiana again missing. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for New York. Richardson for 3, drills it from outside. Richardson's got the lead up to 13 now for New York.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Yeah, he can taste a win right now. He's just trying to close it out.
Lewis checked in for the Pacers. Steps back, charity stripe shot. Halliburton, no good. New York leading by 13. And when Tyrese Halliburton entered the NBA, Greg, scouts were worried about his shot release point.
It's definitely lower than you would teach, but by the same token, that's why he gets it off so quickly, making it a tough shot to contest.
Halliburton for 3. Scores for only the second time tonight. Now 2 for 6 from the field.
Making use of the corner pocket, Halliburton, such an elite level offensive play.
And here's Brunson outside. And again, New York with the triple.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitiveness.
And when you give up a 3, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Richardson the pass to Johnson. It's hauled in by McGinnis. Indiana trails by 16. Here's Daniels. Halliburton for 3. And Jones pulls it down. Jones has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Johnson, and slam dunk by Johnson.
And Johnson giving these fans a show.
Lewis against Brunson. Lewis outside. Richardson against Artest. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. On deep, Brunson. It's rebounded by Indiana. Outside for Lewis. Some nice passing here by Indiana. McGinnis with the screen on Johnson. Halliburton, no good. New York leading by 16. Johnson sets the screen for Brunson. A 3-pointer is right on target. Brunson's got 27 points.
And he's got the confidence. Brunson playing out of his mind.
And Larry Brown wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Jalen Duren, he's checked in for Jones. Kenneth Faried comes in for Johnson. Jaime Jaquez, he's checked in for Richardson. And it's Knipple in for Free. Brunson outside. Fareed setting the pick for Brunson. And again, New York with the triple.
And for a high-volume three-point shooter, Brunson is really efficient.
Granger outside. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Over to the left wing. Here's Knipple. And again, New York with the triple.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, they have just found the better looks, and they are capitalizing.
Pass to O'Neal. On the wing, Granger. Back to O'Neal. And the jam by Jermaine O'Neal.
Oh, great job of recognition, finding the open man.
New York leading by 21. Brunson outside. Fires top of the key. And the jumper is on the mark. Brunson's got 32 points.
And you can tell Brunson has been well coached. He knows just when to call for that pick and roll.
Two open that time. Made it look too easy.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
From deep, Brunson, and again, New York with the triple.
I love the shot selection from him right now. He's not settling, and that's why he's shooting at a very high rate.
It's stolen by Jordan. That one misses. Jalen Brunson has been on display for New York. They kept going to him again and again, and he delivered with a monster quarter. And we've got more on 2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Please direct your attention to center court. Give me a beat. They're measuring up the shot.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Jalen Brunson has been exceptional here, guys. Wow.
Yeah, and the bulk of his damage so far has come from the perimeter. A lot of threes early on.
Well, he's found his rhythm out there for sure. Now let's see how the defense adjusts to him in this half.
On the court for Indiana. Danny Granger out there with Jermaine O'Neal. Then it's Lewis. Then it's George. And it's Daniels in at the center. The shot's good from Brunson.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitive.
And when you give up a three, there's always this instinct to try and get it back immediately.
Shrugs off the contact and dunks it. He'll go to the free throw line.
Sticking with it, determined to score.
Pacers have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line tonight. New York leading by 20. And Brunson gets it to go. Brunson's got 40 points.
Strong move. Brunson just bruising his way inside.
Pass to Granger. Daniels a screen on Hackett. Daniels kicks to George. Granger outside. Shot clock at 5. Lewis sets the pick for Granger. Hits it from three-point range. Granger's got 11 points.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
Well, you just have to communicate those switches. If you don't, it's on you.
George, no good. They are enjoying a commanding lead.
And it really gives them the opportunity to give their starters a rest. Always critical when you get ready for that home stretch.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. Puts up a deep three from beyond the arc and then some. 9 points in the game so far.
And that's why Paul George is such a talented scorer. He can even do it off the catch.
Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Brunson's got a pair of threes now here in the third for New York. And Larry Brown wants a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup. So New York going with almost an entire new group here. Jones checked in for Duran. Johnson comes in for Fareed. Richardson, he's checked in for Jaime Jaquez. And Freeze subbed in for Knipple. George passes to Daniels. Lewis outside. O'Neal sets the screen for Lewis. A three-pointer, no good.
And even without that three ball dropping for him, the defense should have done more on that last play.
Free can't get it to go. Indiana trails by 19. Lewis outside. Back to O'Neal. Some nice passing here by Indiana. Ranger misses.
There's some defense for you. For someone who's as good at shooting the three ball as he is, you need a defender who's equally good at guarding against it.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
And so George will bring it up for Indiana. With the teardrop, and it's good on the layup. George has got 11 points.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's a big wing, and he has an impressive handle to go with it. Paul George understands how to create scoring opportunities for himself.
Awesome job cutting inside there and capitalizing.
Lewis attacking. Pass to O'Neal. And here's George. Back to O'Neal to the inside. And there's George. That's good on the assist by O'Neal. 13 points for Paul George.
And he is such a versatile scorer, and once Paul George finds his rhythm, he is very difficult to contain.
And Brunson gets it to go.
His offensive efforts have been tremendous so far.
George looking over the floor. Outside Lewis. It's rebounded by New York. 46 seconds left to play in the third. From deep, Brunson, and again, New York with the triple.
Yeah, letting it rip. They're just having fun right now.
It's a great game plan, and it's great execution. They've really been in the zone.
And George kicks to O'Neal. And the jam by Jermaine O'Neal.
Continuing to impress as a playmaker. George's ability to facilitate an offense is one of his many strengths.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Brunson's got 54 points.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
It really does make the game easy for your teammates when you can lead them to the rim that well with the pass.
And so it's New York holding a very comfortable 25-point lead as the quarter comes to a close. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy to see why they're on the cusp of a blowout. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first three quarters. They've got Jones, Jalen Brunson out there with Free. Then it's Quentin Richardson, and it's Johnson in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 for New York right now. Pass to Richardson. Lets it go with the 3. Great D that time from Artest. Lewis outside. Outside for Halliburton. Traps in the tray.
Saw the defender closing, and Halliburton got it away in a hurry.
This could get even more out of hand if they continue to put up points.
Wow, Kevin, what a performance we are seeing.
And I like the back and forth here, showing confidence from Rain.
Yeah, he was so ready to answer that. These teams are just battling.
Here's Lewis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between those teammates.
Lewis against Brunson. Shoots the 3. And again, New York with the triple.
This is the player that Brunson has become. He's capable of carrying the load offensively on any given night.
Outside Artest. Back to Lewis. Shakes him. He lays it in.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
And here's Brunson outside. Drills the three-pointer.
Well, and this has been their strategy throughout the fourth period. We'll see how it pans out.
Well, they are hunting deep shots, but they'll take the layup if you give them one.
Halliburton's gone 2 of 8 from long range here. Richardson outside. From outside the arc, buries it from three-point range.
And he's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, we talk about winning basketball all the time and what it looks like. Well, that defense right there, that's the opposite of that.
And a great move by Halliburton. 10 points for Tyrese Halliburton.
For a skinny guy, Halliburton has a lot of confidence inside. In fact, he's confident at everything he does.
Well, it's easy to see who the offense is running through tonight. Why change anything?
Outside, O'Neal. Pass to Lewis. Halliburton outside. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for New York. Here's Free. He's covered by Halliburton. And again, New York with the triple.
Just a great flow to that play. He's anticipating the pass, perfect rhythm on that jumper.
Indiana moving the ball around. Artest. And that one is hammered home.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. From deep, Brunson sinks the three-pointer.
Just a humongous fourth quarter for him, especially from long range. Just in a groove now, and that tray has been deadly.
And it's Halliburton missing. Johnson against Halliburton. From deep three-point land. The offensive rebound. Jones kicks to Johnson over O'Neal. And he can't bank that one in. Halliburton outside. O'Neal sets the screen for Lewis. Off target from outside.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
From deep, Brunson gets it to go from beyond the arc.
With how fast Brunson plays, his pull-up is really unguardable.
Outside Artest. Lewis with the three. It's rebounded by Brunson. O'Neal with the defensive effort. And there's the foul. It's on Jalen Brunson. That's his first foul.
First team foul. Substitution for the Pacers.
So no problem for New York as they get the win. They poured it out tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home, no doubt helps. And the execution